I'd say I'm 100%. I feel great. Putting a lot of very intentional work this off season on certain things. Make sure I'm able to, withhold the long season, and yeah, I feel really good, really healthy.
How much of that is adding muscle, maybe to go through the 162 games? How important can that be, and are you already seeing that?
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the key focuses. Just being able to withstand the long season and obviously be able to perform and be out there because being available is the biggest thing every day, and you can't help the team win if you're obviously not in there. So.
So I know you were balancing through a lot of things really when it
Mm-hmm.
came to your health towards the end of the season. What did you learn during that about communicating and grinding through it and balancing that need and that want to grind through it and play, but also resting your body, making sure you are able to play to your capabilities?
Right. I think that was definitely the challenge. I guess was seeing how far we could push it. Just everyone was in the loop. I was very clear with how we were doing, and at that point in the season where we were at, we felt like it was a good time to keep going, and ultimately, yeah, it just kind of kept lingering on, and we had to figure out a way to kind of help it so we could be available come playoff time. And as you mentioned, I think it is very important to figure out that balance between pushing it and understanding what's best. So for me, I'm a competitor. I want to be out there. I want to play every day. So just I guess you got to find that right balance and be able to communicate.
So when you look at this spring, is this a challenge? Is it an opportunity? Is it, I don't know. What do you kind of go into spring with an attitude in terms of how you see what plays out in front of
Yeah, spring's always competitive. All the way back to when I was first coming up too. Also, springs are always competitive. It's always an opportunity to go out there and showcase what you've worked on, and show what you can do ultimately.
On the work that you've done, that they describe as kind of adding on muscle strength, is that as much for performance at the plate, or is it durability during the season? Is it trying to balance both or blend both?
Yeah, I think definitely a combination, as you mentioned there at the end. I think the ability to, maybe have more size, more mass will allow us to, be able to take some of the grind, the everyday grind, I guess you could say, as well as also, potentially help us with the batted ball numbers, all those sorts of things as well.
The frustrations from last year kind of motivate you going into it?
Definitely. I'd say, there was a lot of unfinished business left out there on my end, and yeah, it definitely helped fuel what's to come this year.
Much of your off-season training has been geared towards playing in center field.
Yeah, that's always ultimately the goal because I think if you could play center field, you can obviously play right and left. Definitely, most of my trainings involved, playing center field, but I take a lot of pride in being able to play all the spots out there, being available because, like I said, just getting in there any way possible is the ultimate goal.
Well, I think you said you've been a switch hitter since you were like 5 years old.
Yeah.
When you look back, what happened from the left side of the plate, and how much did injuries play into that?
Yeah, I don't want to sit up here and make excuses. There was definitely some contribution, maybe some things mechanically I was doing that I normally don't do, protecting that hand and wrist area. But I'm a competitor. I wanted to be out there, and it was just something that kind of kept lingering on, and uh, we were able to take care of it, and I feel strong and healthy now, ready to go.
Do you have to do anything after the season for the wrist and thumb?
Just some strengthening exercises, nothing crazy. Just really staying on top of it. The strength's back up to where it's been in the past and even better. So yeah, definitely excited to get going.
You made your major league debut in 2020, the most awkward time of my lifetime. And then following, we've had a work stoppage, sort of, and another COVID year. Have you had your first real off season? Do you feel like that's going to catapult you to success?
Yeah, no, this would definitely be the first one. I'd say at this level where there's some certainty, I guess. So yeah, it's kind of unique, I guess, to say the situation, but I do feel like having the dates, kind of set in stone is definitely going to help and allow us to kind of reach those goals we've set to attain.
Talk about what spring training is going to look like with so many guys going to the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, it's going to be a little different, that's for sure. I think it's going to be an opportunity for some guys to show off their abilities and get some opportunities that maybe they otherwise wouldn't have.
What does the clubhouse look and sound like with Roland, no Goldie, no Adam? But who's talking? What's going on?
Yeah, it's going to be different for sure. Still got a lot of guys in there that know how to play the game. You know, luckily, being a part of the Cardinal organization, there's a lot of very high character guys that know how to handle their business the right way. So I feel like it should be a pretty seamless transition. But it's always nice to have those guys in the clubhouse. Yeah.
You and Tyler O'Neill talked about how you leaned on each other last year. Both of you went through a rough year with injuries. How was that carried into the offseason? Have you guys checked in on each other, that sort of thing?
Yeah, a little bit. I was here training in St. Louis as well from the middle of October till about Thanksgiving. So, you know, our schedules didn't line up. But yeah, Gio and myself we're right next to each other in the clubhouse, and as you mentioned, we were kind of had our struggles this year. So yeah, we've been around and had some good conversations, and obviously, congrats to him having his first child. It's pretty awesome. So definitely gonna be an exciting year to watch.
Well, kind of come into this season, same situation too, trying to have to prove yourselves again for the spot. Is it kind of like that challenge, showing that you're better than you were?
Yeah, I mean that's always the goal is to keep building and keep improving. As I mentioned, pretty much every year since I've kind of been on the radar, I guess it's always been a competition here. So it's really nothing new, and always the goal is to get better. So sometimes that comes out through competition. Sometimes there's other ways, but I look at it as a chance, go out there and showcase what I can do.